It's a stadium so big, you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Weather's starting to get a bit colder, but playoff hopes burning bright as ever for most of our teams as we get underway here in Week 12. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with their rookie from Michigan. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
2nd and 3 now.
Oh, right.
Stroud off the play fake. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On play action, here's Stroud. Finds a man, right side. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing now, off play action. Caught near the pylon. And he pushes all the way to the goal line, but gonna be out at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll try and punch it in. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bengals take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh, my, that's going to... at the 40-yard line. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Back to throw now. Olave with the catch. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now a give left side. They get 13 on the pickup. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Sack.
Trying again, following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
He sends this one to the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And the Bengals get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Why, Tony. Look to high. Nike Texas. South.
Shotgun now, 1st round. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Ready.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Right here. Ready.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
Well, now this is certainly going to make 2nd and goal considerably more difficult. He could have gotten rid of it to avoid the big loss. But give some credit here to the defense as well. That pressure was suffocating. And it's going to make it a more difficult now 2nd and goal situation.
Gotta forget about 1st down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he runs this down to around the 12-yard line. 5 yards on that play, but 3rd and goal is still going to be longer than they'd like.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive. Try to stick them with the loss and make a difficult 4th down decision.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
All right.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Short pass brought in. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go, let's go.
They'll run here on 1st down. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Robin.
Stroud from the pistol. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-3 is our score. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. He's got this complete to Dameon Pierce. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
South. 19 Texas.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
Here we go.
Throwing now, needing a 1st. He connects downfield on 4. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the result. A big gain. They got 15 and the 1st. Here's a give up the middle. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
On the quick, right? Look at hot. Hey! Nike Texas.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals now lead by 10. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with a touchdown.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals drive their lead to 11. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. Evans now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now. Panther Street. Panther Street. Ready?
Give now to the running back. No one around. He's got space. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys make it a 1-score game in the first half. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
South. Hey, uno more. Puppy.
It's round throwing here on 1st. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
All right.
Simple dive up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here we go.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Penalty not helping their cause for this third down.
Oh, ready.
From the gun, Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. The Bengals send out the punting unit. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bob. Come on, set.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Bobcat. Let's go. Go.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Ready.
Another try following the sack. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw. And the Bengals regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 43. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
No connection on the last play. And now it's 3rd down.
Right, Tony.
Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Let's go. Play.
First down, Stroud. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Plowing up the middle. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. And that's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Walk to the right, walk to the right. Walk to the right. Look to high, look to high. 19 Texas.
Throwing is Stroud. Brought in right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. Field goal unit coming on. Looks like the Bengals will settle for 3. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
It depends on the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go. Check go.
Throwing now from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set.
Dropping back to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. So he sends this one out of bounds, and that's going to put the upcoming drive at the 35-yard line. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
South. Hey, uno more.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25.
The smartest pass catchers I've ever been around, they know how to set up an outcut beautifully. They recognize when they have leverage, how to sell the deep route, and then boom, they just break it out as if it's nothing.
From the 26 on second down. Complete out to the right side. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds. This one goes for 3 yards. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Why, Tony?
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
On the quick, right?
Looking to throw, Stroud. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Cowboys make it 17 all. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Here's Carter on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
They're going play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Looking to the air here. Into the hands of Olave. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Shut up. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass, and a 4th down instead.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs, against the better defenses in this league.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Look at high.
Shotgun now, 1st round. Catch is made down the right sideline. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. Reichert on for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys tie this game up. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
On play action, here's Stroud. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys got a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like the DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
All right.
Handoff now out of the gun. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
South.
Stroud now on 3rd. On the move, headed right. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
19 tight. Go! Ready?
They'll come out throwing. This is complete to Olave. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Come on. Set. Go!
They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's go!
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And it can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? This one flies out right around the 15-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, uno more. Here we go. Punty.
Here's Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
All right.
Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a gain of 5, and he's just short. So that's 3rd and less than a yard.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Another carry for him. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Back-to-back carries here. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Stroud from the pistol. He rolls to his right. He's going to end up out of bounds well short of that line, so the defense credited with a sack.
You know, in that situation, as hard as it is and everything flying around you, you just got to get rid of the ball. You got to know where you are. Not just wide receivers, but always got to know the boundary. Running backs and quarterbacks do. Looked like we saw a little bit of panic, hence going out for the sack.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That excitement brings us to the... Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a give left side. And he does what he can there, up to the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set, go.
Looking for a throw here. Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 42. And the Bengals are too much. They take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Averaging over 50 yards a kick, and this is another one well hit. And this one's out of the side of the end zone. Was trying to get that precise aim, but he was off the mark. It's going to be a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a gain of 3 for him, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Now, what's right? 11. Hey, uno. Why, Tony?
From the 23. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 4th quarter lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Check, Panther. Hut.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. From the red zone now. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. This throw is caught. And in for the Dallas touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Robbie.
Hand off to the back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Going to the ground again on first. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Look the hot, look the hot. 19 Texas. Hey, south, south, south.
Operating from the gun. It's oh no, the ball is loose. And the Cowboys scoop it up. The 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it back. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead. Great time to bring some extra pressure off that snap, and that made all the difference in getting that fumble and the defensive score.
I could hear it in your voice. I think you saw it coming. I saw it coming. I think even the crowd saw it coming.
Yep.
That quarterback did not see that blitz coming, and boy, did it pay dividends.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Oh, right. Under. Hey, uno more. Puppy. 11.
From the gun, Stroud. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Stroud throwing here on first. He's on the move.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Bengals down by 7. Second and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Hey, uno. Why, Tony.
To the air, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Already.
Here he is to throw. Taken in by Pierce. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Give now to the running back. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets them the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion? Or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. The kicking team out there now for the Bengals, and they're going to send this away. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10.
Go!
Setting up to pass. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Go, check. Go. Let's go now. Check, check. Check, go.
Right up the gut. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. Through the tension and pressure, Will Reichert out to kick. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. The entire game now resting on the right foot of this kicker. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. The kick is good. He got it. And the 3rd time he puts it through will be the charm. They've won it. So it's a win for the Cowboys.